In this video, we'll be taking a look at one college football games happening on September 29, 2022, and providing you with team picks and total picks for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this college football game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Utah State versus Brigham Young University. The 19th-ranked Brigham Young Cougars take on the Utah State Aggies on Thursday night at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. The Cougars, who are an independent, are 3-1, while the Aggies of the Mountain West Conference are 1-3. These state rivals play each other every year, with Brigham Young University winning 7 of the last 10, including one 34-20 win last season at Utah State, where they covered as an 8.5-point favorite. The Cougars are favored by a massive 24 points in this one. The Utah State Aggies look to snap a 3-game losing streak. The Brigham Young Cougars look to build on their 3-1 start. The Utah State Aggies have won 7 of their last 8 road games. Logan Bonner is completing 56.4% of his passes for 753 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Brian Cobbs and Justin McGriff have combined for 445 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns, while Terrell Vaughn has 12 receptions. The Utah State Aggies ground game is averaging 140.5 yards per contest, and Calvin Tyler Jr. leads the way with 292 yards on 78 carries. Defensively, Utah State is allowing 36 points and 411 yards per game. MJ Tavasi leads the Utah State Aggies with 33 tackles. Hale Mata-Apuaka has 2 sacks, and Ike Larson has 2 interceptions. The Brigham Young Cougars have won their last 4 home games. Jaron Hall is completing 71.5% of his passes for 1,164 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Keanu Hill and Chase Roberts have combined for 506 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns, while Braden Cosper has 12 receptions. The Brigham Young Cougars ground game is averaging 162 yards per contest, and Christopher Brooks leads the way with 204 yards and 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Brigham Young University is allowing 26.5 points and 325.3 yards per game. Then Bywater leads the Brigham Young Cougars with 28 tackles. John Nelson has 2 sacks, and Max Tooley has 1 interception. The Aggies are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The Cougars are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 non-conference games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The under is 5-0 in Aggies' last 5 games overall. The over is 5-1 in Cougars' last 6 games overall. The Aggies are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 meetings in Brigham Young. The underdog is 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 meetings. The Utah State Aggies are struggling on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Utah is allowing an average of 36 points per game, and the Aggies offense is scoring an average of only 15.5 points per game. Utah's running game is poor, averaging 140.5 yards per game, which is 90th in the nation, and its passing game is 100th, averaging only 205 yards per game. Brigham Young University must strengthen its defense, as the Cougars allow 26.5 points per game but is scoring an average of 33.5 points per game. Brigham Young University quarterback Jaron Hall has passed for 1,164 yards with 9 touchdowns and just 1 interception, and will face a Utah State secondary that is allowing an average of 204.8 yards per game passing, which could be much higher, but the Aggies' run defense allows 206 yards per game, and opponents focus on their ground game versus the Aggies. The Utah State Aggies have looked terrible on both sides of the ball, and them losing last week to the UNLV Rebels despite being small underdogs was telling. Utah State is 101st in total offense, 123rd in scoring offense, 100th in total defense, and 117th in scoring defense. The Brigham Young Cougars and their balanced offense should have a field day here. The only real concern is that it's a potential look-ahead spot for the Cougars with Notre Dame on deck. Still, Utah State has shown us nothing through 4 games. Plus, Brigham Young University has covered the number in 4 of the last 5 versus an opponent from the Mountain West Conference. So the Brigham Young Cougars to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Utah State is scoring an average of only 15.5 points per game, and the total has finished under in each of Utah State's last 5 games, as well as in 15 of the Aggies' last 21 games that follow a loss against the spread. Brigham Young University has seen the total finish under in 7 of the last 8 games that the Cougars have played on Thursday. When playing head-to-head against Utah State, Brigham Young University has had the total finish under in 5 of the last 7 played at home. Brigham Young University ran roughshod over a pretty good opponent that plays in the same conference as Utah State last week. Wyoming came into that game with a record of 3-1 and they hung around, although ultimately lost by 14 points. Wyoming had no answers for Brigham Young University's offense, which dominated in the run game and the passing game. Utah State will have even fewer answers as their defense has been pretty bad, ranking no. 117 in the FBS and getting lit up by Weber State and UNLV. Even UConn got 20 points off them. Brigham Young University will wind up the 40s easily here, but I still like this one to remain below the total because I don't see Utah State generating much more than a couple of touchdowns. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.